intention for doing that media encounter the next day after we had announced our manifesto was to turn the attentions of Ghanaians from the NDC manifesto. That was the main reason that they decided to do a media encounter the very next day after we launched our manifesto. But you see, when you do something with devious intention, it backfires on you. If there are people who are smooth talkers, who can speak rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta like machine gun, the time when they become stammerers and they start stammering, you know they are lying. Somebody who can speak ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta like AK-47, suddenly media encounter, I think.
So we have a first caller on the line from Valley View. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Bella. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you doing as well?
Oh, by the grace of God, I'm doing good.
May I know your
Bella,
name?
you are looking very beautiful this morning.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Bella, the president has got it right. The president of NDC, the flag bearer of NDC, has got it right. You know, this government only yobbing from beginning. They are talking. So Bawumia doesn't come in. Bawumia is out of this game. Bawumia have to know that Nanado has disappointed him totally. Because in Nanado is sure that they want to break the eight. Nanado must do the right thing. So as of now, 3 months going to the election, you are going to cut off for motorway. And this motorway are killing people. Motorway, you have people are complaining about the motorway. Now 3 months to the election, you are going to cut off. So Bawumia is not coming. Bawumia is out of the game. So John Dramani Mahama has got his right.
Are you saying he's out of the game because of what the president did not do right? Are you blaming it on the president?
I am blaming Nanado for this disappointment. Nanado is the cause of all those things. And
all right. Thank you so much for your call. Call us as well. What do you make of the former president's assertion that, you know, when the vice president had the chance to respond to questions, he could not really answer? In fact, there were other things that he said. You know, the vice president was asked about why he's not implemented some of the policies that he's promised at the moment while vice president. And he said that, well, you know, the budget is sent to parliament in the name of the president and not in his name. So unfortunately, it is not about what he wants that can be implemented. It's about what the president wants, what's discussed in cabinet. And in most cases, it's not his ideas that are necessarily you know, agreed upon in cabinet, because there are certain things that he may have raised objections to, and it still fell on deaf ears. So if some policies were passed, it's not necessarily his fault because he may have raised objections to it. And so we're trying to understand all of this. And really, what do you make of the vice president's response to questions at his Meet the Press event over the weekend? We're waiting to hear from you. Would love to know what you make of this. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
good morning, madam.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ransford.
Ransford, where are you calling from?
British.
Okay, talk to us. Is the vice president wrong for the statement he made? I mean, the former president, sorry.
He's right.
Why do you say so?
The former president is right. The man, I don't know why people are following him.
Which man?
Yes, the vice president now, madam.
I'm listening.
He has disappointed everybody, so he's out of the game. I will not vote for him anymore. Thank you.
You vote for him anymore? Were you going to vote for him before?
Yes.
And then what changed?
No. He has disappointed everybody.
You in particular, what is your disappointment about? Tell me. Why did you change your mind?
When he was coming, look at what he was saying. I will do this, I will do this, I will do that.
Okay.
So, no, me and my family, I don't think we'll vote for him anymore.
So who are you going to vote for this time?
I'll vote for Mahama.
Okay.
Yes, I vote for Mahama this time around.
Why do you prefer Mahama?
I think his politics is better than the vice president.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And well, this is one person who said he would have voted for the vice president, but he's changed his mind, so he and his family will not vote for him. I don't know what you think as well, but the former president has been speaking. In fact, he's on tour in the Greater Accra region. Even that one, there's still some back and forth as to why he decided to tour the Greater Accra region, because he knew that the vice president was also going to tour the Greater Accra region. And so that's one aspect of it. Now, the former president is saying that the vice president deliberately held his press event a day after the manifesto in an attempt to drown, you know, the policies and the promises that the NDC was going to make. But he says that backfired. Albert, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling. I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Okay. Talk to us.
What the vice president said is right.
Why do you say
He
so?
is right because what the vice president is doing this time, every Ghanaian is boiling up. Truly, we are getting angry deep inside, especially the youth of this country.
Why?
Why? So country has development going on when it's not election. Country has that. Our country is bleeding corruption. This thing must stop. The youth of this country, some of us, me, if you look at me, you see my face, very innocent. But when the time gets there, what some of us will do, truly this country, the leaders are going to like it.
When you say what some of you will do,
they are taking our future for granted.
but what do you mean by what some of you? Sorry to cut you. I just wanted to get something clear. You said when it gets there, what some of you will do. What do you intend to do?
Listen, when the time comes, when the clarion call is there, when it's time for us to save our country, we shall save our country.
How?
Truly. Because the leaders, the old ones in the country are taking us for granted. They don't care about us. They don't think there is no development plan for us. There's nothing they are doing to take us to the promised land. So when the time comes, we shall drive our own wheel.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so you mean by voting out whoever you're not happy with and voting in who you want?
That's it.
Okay. I just wanted to get that out of the way. All right. Thank you so much for calling. Yes. Thank you. All right. We have Mike on the line as well. Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mike Laburi calling from the new constituency.
All right. Talk to us.
Yeah, actually what the His Excellency JDM said is right on the point. Because we launched our manifesto on Saturday, and on Sunday they had a media engagement.
What's wrong with that?
What was it for?
What is wrong with that?
It's a calculated attempt to divert the attention of the Ghanaian people from actually getting the whole information of our manifesto. And that was the mischievous tactics that the vice president deployed.
So that's your opinion?
Sure.
Okay.
That is exactly the intention.
Well,
and
you don't know if that is the intention necessarily. So if you say that's exactly the intention, that's your opinion. That's what you're deducing from all of this.
That is the intention, because they could have waited for a while before they do that. And now miracles about this is crying foul that our Excellency GDM is campaigning the Greater Accra region just after a day Bawumia did so. This is what we call the boot for boot, if they don't know.
Okay.
So we are actually going to mark them boot for boot in this year's campaign, and it's going to go down well.
All right. Thank you for calling. Edward is also on the line. Good morning, Edward.
Good morning, Bella.
Thank you for joining us. Where are you calling us from?
Edward calling from Bogatanga.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. Talk to us. What do you make of this statement?
I think our incoming president, John Dramani Mahama, is everything right to say so, because they are meeting the press encounter was deliberate. And look at the way they think. They think when they do that, it will turn the attention from the NDC manifesto to that meeting press, which is not right. Ghanaians are wise up. they sit down and then think about what within them, the NPP, what they think. They just take that holistically. And that is not the way of Ghanaians. We are seriously in trouble. This country is just like, maybe it's like a child's play.
Okay.
They just go around doing things. But thank you very much, Bella, for that question. The question, at least, it has saved us. It has melted down our anger. Because it was like they have slaughtered goats, animals, and without anybody coming to show any concern. The whole president and the vice, these people let everything like it was normal to them. 8 people died in an election for the first time in Ghana's political history. It has never happened. Only 2020. Why is it so? Why should it do that? And nobody comes out to comment. But thank you very much, Bella, for standing up for us, the young ones, and we are solidly behind you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, we have one more caller from Kumasi. I believe it's Kwabna Boasing. Boafo. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. All right, Boafo. All right.
Madam, I saw you on the press conference that was on Sunday. Can I ask, it was someone controlling the microphone of the vice president?
Why do you ask?
I saw him controlling the microphone all the time. Turn it out, upside down, left, right. So I'm asking if it was someone that was controlling from the table down.
I wouldn't know, but I don't think so.
Did you see?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
He was controlling the microphone. Outside, left, down.
There was a whole technical team there, so I wouldn't know who was in control. So I cannot speak to that.
When you are lying.
Please carry on. We're listening. Okay. All right. Samuel, good morning. Samuel, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Thank you very much for calling. Your thoughts?
Yeah, my name is Samuel Larry, calling from Papa.
You're welcome.
Yeah, first and foremost, was your question answered by His Excellency, Dr. Mahama Bawumia? You asked a question of 8 people gruesomely murdered in 2020 elections. He could not answer the question. He formed his own question and proceeded to Ghana card.
How could he not answer the question?
He said he wasn't even aware. He's not sure whether the president commented on it or not. A sitting vice president, something serious like this, you are not sure whether the president commented on it or not. Why can't he, for once, just say the truth? The tag of liar is on you, and every day you keep on lying.
But
why?
Sir, why are you saying he's lying? If he says he's not sure, maybe genuinely he wasn't sure.
So you mean the vice president in this country doesn't even know what the president is doing? He's not sure whether the president commented or not. The vice president, the sitting vice president, the one we're working with. So please, let's be serious. You see, what he did was just a comment. I don't know how they're handling him, but it's just what. In fact, Bawumia is my countryman. I am from Bengu. I pass through Walwali.
Okay.
To my hometown. So I shouldn't be saying evil about him, but it's not getting worse. It's getting us too much. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling as well. Well, I guess we're waiting to see if Johnny will be ready for Johnny's Bite. So we might have some time for more callers. So keep calling. We have one more caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for joining me, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Alas. I'm calling from Tamale, Asawaba.
Okay, talk to me.
You see, sometimes, okay, I understand it's a politics, but you know this era, the era we are in now, they are all busy trying to fool people's minds to understand what they are bringing out so that they can vote for them. And it's all normal for all of them. Like, it's all normal because we are in democracy. But what I don't understand is sometimes is that bring out your policies. Let us understand your vision, what you can do or what you intend to do for us. It's very simple. Bawumia media encounter was also planned. And, all of them were having a date for it. And it was all clear for everybody in Ghana to wait for the date to come. Mm-hmm. So we were all aware of it. And so I understand sometimes, and these people can show some way because it was after their day,
Okay.
So it's normal. But what I just want people to know is that, please, Ghana, we need to survive. So let's concentrate on what both of them are coming out with.
Okay.
This is all what we need. You see, it's as if NDC and their members, they are just like, they are intent to win. So they just feel like whatever they are going to do to win, they must win.
All right. Thank you. Ike is also on the line. Good morning, Ike.
Yeah, good morning, Bella.
Thank you for joining us. Where are you calling from?
Come on.
Okay. Talk to us, please.
All right. Mahama is right on point. Mahama is really taking the case.
Why?
Because on Friday, I listened to one of the stations in the afternoon. They were taking a discussion about a program that was about to happen on that Saturday. So there is this gentleman, I think he was at your studio yesterday in the morning. And the news came up during the program that NDC is cancelling their meeting or they are cancelling their program on Saturday. So they called Samit Benfi to verify. The host called Samit Benfi to verify if they are cancelling the program. And Samit Benfi let them know very well that the program is not going to be cancelled. They are moving on with this and it's going on. Then the guy said, I think it's Kofi. Then he said, if they are not going to cancel, if they are going to cancel the program, they would have also canceled their meeting on Sunday.
Where did this all happen? Was this on air?
Yeah, on air at Asempa TV, Asempa Radio in the afternoon. The guy was at your studio yesterday morning.
Okay.
So he brought the issue up that we heard on social media that they are about to cancel the program on Saturday. So quickly, OB called Samit Benfi to verify. Then Samit Benfi said, no, they are not going to cancel the program. Then he replied that if Anchor NDC is going to cancel the program on Sunday, on that Saturday, they will also cancel their meeting on their media counter on Sunday. So Mahama is right on point. They did that just to distract us that we not focus on the manifesto of NDC.
All right. Thank you very much. I mean, I did not listen to that show, so I cannot verify if this is true or not. I'll have to wait and see if indeed that actually happened on air on another channel. I have no idea about it. But we have another caller as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Thank God I'm online.
Thank God that you've been able to call. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm guys from home.
Talk to me.
Please, very sad to hear the vice president saying he is not aware about speaking to whether president has spoken about those who died in this country, not even outside the country. And our vice president is talking like a child. How come? Why should this man should be trusted and voted for again? Please tell Mahama, send my message to former President Mahama that he should stop promising. Ghanaians are ready to vote for him. He shouldn't promise like former President Akufo-Addo. I followed Akufo-Addo. There was a time, I'm a strong NDC, but there was a time I changed my mind to vote for Akufo-Addo. Look at what he's taking us through in this country. We are no more a kid. We, the youth, we are suffering. How comes? Please, my heart is
boiling, very boiling. Even if I were to flew over to Accra, please.
All right.
Every Ghanaian youth must be ready to vote this government out, not to trust anybody again.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. And we're still asking what you make of the former president's assertion that this media encounter was deliberate to drown out the noise or, all the attention, to take away the attention from the manifesto launch of the NDC. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we lost this caller as well. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
My name is Godfrey. I'm calling from Bato.
Talk to me.
I think Mahama is right. There was this particular question asked by one Bawumia. I think the question was so well answered.
Which one?
And I want to congratulate that lady for the question on the death related
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was the question?
The question has to do with the death of 8 people.
Okay.
In connection with the election we had in 2020.
Okay.
Personally, I think that question was not well answered. And I want to congratulate that lady for the question. I think very well. And Vice President could not answer that question very well to my expectation.
Your line is not too clear, so we can barely hear what you're saying. But thank you so much. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still around.
Okay, I think we have you. So you just land on it. So you said the Vice President didn't answer it to your satisfaction. What were you expecting?
I was expecting a clear, straightforward answer. But all I was hearing was, I know, everybody realized that particular question was not well answered. And not answered at all. 8 people died in a particular election. And now we are expecting another election in 2025. All of us were thinking that you would have learned your lesson, you would have brought all those who were involved to book. But nothing like that happened. So I think personally, Dr. Mahama didn't do well as far as that particular question.
All right. Thank you very much. We have another one. Hello, good morning. Today our lines are very busy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. From Sandama, what's your name?
I'm grateful. I'm a Yamboliba.
All right. Nice name. Talk to us. What are your thoughts?
I think that I think the former president was right in mocking the vice president. He has even been magnanimous in his mockery. Bella, the vice president was asked a question about the statements he made in 2016. That Ghanaians are suffering, teachers are suffering, almost everybody was suffering. But remember, when the vice president was making those statements, we were buying the dollar at 4 Ghana cedis. Today, what is the exchange rate? What was inflation at the time he was making those statements, and compare it today? People go to the market to do shopping, and those people can testify. So this is a man who has lied his way to power and continues to lie. And I don't know who advised him to do what he did to himself by holding the media encounter. Definitely he knew that he was not going to have it easy. Yet he decided to harm himself so much, to bruise himself to that level. And I think he has given a penalty to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It is up to him to score. The polls are even empty, no keeper. So I have no doubt that the MPP have decided to sign themselves out of power through that media encounter. It exposed Bawumia to the extent that he has lost every credibility. It has exposed him so much that he has lost credibility. It would have been better if he had stayed away from that media encounter. I do not know who are his handlers. They shouldn't have done this. They have hurt the man so much. So, Bella, it is over. The 2024 elections are over. The MPP has checked out.
All right.
So, if Excellency John Dramani Mahama should start forming his government.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining us. And I know a number of you will be trying to reach us. Unfortunately, we cannot pick more calls. But let me just read a few messages online. Good morning to Ablade Fiakoma. He says, I like GMs coming back to power. Keke. Okay. Abdul Jawad Bashir says, what's the guy saying? Yunanyel Elvis says, Bawumia even crucified himself with that media hosting thing. Cry. A butterfly calling himself a bird. Okay, my vote is for Mahama and Honorable Abdul Majid, Doguruku of Ifia constituency. That was the agenda, but it didn't wash. That's his lordship conscious. Okay. And Abdul Jawad Basi says, God bless you. We have another one from Loga says, we'll all wait for December 7th. All right. NSB Nana says, Bella, when the vice president was answering your question about the people who died on the election, I counted 19 times. Is that really so? Okay. Ablade again says that even though Bawumia's Meet the Press was to cover NDC's manifesto, people were still discussing it. Okay. Nyavimo says, Bella, Dr. Bawumia didn't answer your own question that you asked him. He was just narrating stories. Hikaking says the vice president does not possess the qualities of a president. What are the qualities of the president, and why do you think he does not possess those qualities? Isahaku is laughing. Daniel Abdallah says, good morning, Bella, to Honorable Mutaka. Okay. And even though Bawumia's Meet the Press was to shadow NDC's manifesto, people were still discussing it. I'm trying to load a lot more, but I think it's not. But anyway, thank you all so much for your messages, and we'll be heading straight into the big issue. Today, like I said, we're going to be discussing the sword-cutting ceremony that took place on Monday for the reconstruction of the Accra-Tema motorway. Now, the minority is not too happy with some figures that have been churned out. About $600 million is what they're saying that some members of the MPP have put out, when in actual fact, they say that Parliament only signed for about $339 million. So where from that money? And they're asking why the president has waited till now to cut the sword for this reconstruction. And so we'll get into that. There are also questions being raised about how much was spent for the All Africa Games. About $245 million is what we're told was injected into the All Africa Games, and that includes feeding, reconstruction and refurbishment of some hostels at the University of Ghana campus, and also the stadium at the University of Ghana, plus the Boteman Sports Complex, all of that. And so there's a group that has petitioned the Office of the Special Prosecutor, and they are asking for some investigations to be done in how much was spent on the All Africa Games. We'll discuss that when we get back. Roland Walker will also be coming your way with Community Manifesto. He will be what's the name of the constituency again? Is he going to Labaleshi? I thought he was... Oh, it's Labaleshi. Okay, Labaleshi is where he will be precisely. And so look forward to that conversation as well. We'll be right back.